one of the states that didn't take time, that didn't dilly dally on implementing the new minimum wage. And you also see that our educational process, our educational policy, especially with regards to Kwara land, is one of the best in the country. So it shows that there is in place a conducive learning environment or teaching environment, a proper steady remuneration process, and
For teachers, yes.
a government that has shown that it truly cares. So we are not surprised by the numbers of people that apply to take the job of being new teachers in our public secondary schools. And now, in the statement that the government released yesterday, was also stated that after completing the application process, after applying, the total of 9,459 are being invited as of yesterday. They have started getting notifications, messages from the Kwara State government, to which means that they are going to proceed into the next stage of the recruitment process. These people are the one who were able to complete the application process. That means they have scaled through the first leg of the recruitment process. And if you are able to scale through this step, it means that you have BEd, Bachelor in Education, or BSc in Education, or BA, Bachelor of Arts in Education, or a bachelor's degree in relevant subject with education qualifications. Because if you did not have all of these requirement, at one point or the other, you would not be able to complete the
not be eligible,
application. Yes. So, and then this is it at the moment. Out of these people that have now been selected, some of them will now proceed to the next stage, which means they will need to write CBT exams across some platforms or areas that have been designated for this exercise. So the government listed some CBT centers for this exercise. We have Thomas Adewumi University in Oko, that's in Kwara South, Kwara State College of Technology of Kwara Tech, in Kwara South, to Kwara State College of Education in Ilorin, that's in Ilorin here. University of Ilorin, same University of Ilorin that everyone knows, here in Ilorin too, and then Ilorin West Local Government Area Library and CBT Center at Agboba. So the three that I mentioned now mean for people in Kwara Central. And then we also have Lafiaji Emirate Information and Technology Hub, that's in Lafiaji, Emias Road, Lafiaji. We have Suede CBT Center along Patiji, Ilorin Road in Patiji. I'm sure people that are resident in Kwara North or that are from Kwara North, indigenous of Kwara North, we know some of these areas that I've just listed as their own areas for interested applicants in Kwara North. So this is the meticulous plan of the government to ensure that people from all the three senatorial districts are not going to be having to travel to far distances to take their entry exam. So after this process, they will proceed to the interview stage. So this is not the end of it. And after the interview stage, they will still come around for verification of the result and all of that. Then they will now do drug test. Oh, you pass, you have shown yourself to be a qualified teacher, and but then you still have to pass through, you still have to undergo
a drug
test. So at the end of the day, the government is sure that they are not employing people that are deficient in moral to teach our student values, in the schools. So if you look at the processes that I outlined, the steps the government is encouraging people to take, you will see that this government is deliberate in the recruitment. It's not an anybody come or everything goes system. It is targeting people that are qualified, that are morally stable and decent, so that at the end of the day, we have all been saying that education is the background for prosperity, and even education is wealth, education is life. But if you go and have people that are morally deficient or that are not qualified to teach your words, having to take that responsibility, at the end of the day, what you'll be churning out is pupils or students that are not well trained
Well
or
trained.
well taught. And
Yes.
that's not we do not want in this society. And this is not the first time this administration will be recruiting teachers. This is not the first time. Earlier, I think late last year, this government also recruited 1,811 basic school teachers under SUBEB. And in 2021, we also employed some 2,000 teachers under TESCOM, while 2,701 were taken under SUBEB. So if you look at the steps the government is taking, this government has shown itself apart, that it is one that is seriously committed to rejigging, rebuilding, and refertilizing our basic education system to be able to compete favorably with its counterparts across the country or even at the international level. And the results are there for everyone to see. As it stands today in Nigeria, Kwara takes the pride and the glory as the winners, 3 consecutive winners of the national presidential debate. We won in 2021, 2023, and 2024. And this is unprecedented in the history of our state and even in North Central as a whole. These are the results the people of Kwara wants to see. Earlier in 2023 or thereabouts, this government and the administration itself came up for glory at a UN education event where the state was lauded for the introduction of Kwara land. I'm sure the people of Kwara State would be aware of what we call Kwara land. It's an educational technology policy this government adopted around 2021 to strengthen our basic education system, one that has now stamped out the habit of some teachers not going to school or lagging behind in delivery of their subject, as the case may be. So the government is not interested in blaming anyone. It's only interested in putting the right system in place to curb whatever act.
Okay, I would like to ask right there, and because I was going to ask earlier that once these teachers are recruited, will there be any additional training or capacity building programs to ensure they meet up with the modern teaching standards now? The modern teaching standards. So you mentioned about that.
We are always doing that under Kwara land. The Kwara land policy, or it's also, let's say, Kwara land agency, as the case may be, is peopled by people of international experience and exposure, people with competency in education management, education advancement, and all of that. And we have followed this process for 3 years or so, and the results are glaring. So each time when we recruit new teachers like this into the system, apart from the fact that the method we use to take them are some sort of soundproof, credible system that helps us to win off
from
the
one stage to another.
So when we now take them, we still put system in place to onboard them into our policy, our educational policy program under Kwara Land. That because if they are going to give you tablet to work with in whatever school they post you to, it means that perhaps you might not know how to use it before you got that job. It means that we have to put you through it, and then they say, okay, so subjects that you are supposed to take, and then these are the milestones. When you teach a certain subject, you should ensure that you ask so question. Some numbers, some percentage of the student must be able to show you that they understand what you just taught them, and some other categories like that. So it is deliberate. Like I said, it is deliberate. It's a deliberate process, the deliberate system, and that's what informs the results that we are now getting both at the national and international stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And if you're still tuned into Flow FM 92.7 and we are on Kwara Today, you can watch us live on Facebook at Flow FM NG and also on YouTube at Flow FM 927 to see what is happening live in the studio. We are talking about the new teachers recruitment in Kwara State, and Honorable Ibraheem Abdullateef Akolu is here to share insights with us. And another question I would like to ask, sir, is that how does the recruitment plan? Just you said you've been doing this this is not the first time, this is not the first recruitment. How does it align with the government's broader plan to improve the education quality in Kwara? Even though, yes, you've been getting the accolades, yeah, but even more, there's obviously still more work to be done.
You see, this administration is ensuring that its approach to strengthening the basic education system is multi-sectoral. It's multidimensional. In education management, there are factors that helps with the people or with the teachers meeting their educational goals. For government itself, there are factors that has to be in place to ensure that your educational system is one of the best out there. One, you have to look at the infrastructure, educational infrastructure. That's where you get, the schools sometimes being built or rehabilitated. Then you put the facilities like chairs, tables, and whatever other stationaries or learning materials that are supposed to be provided. All of these fall under educational infrastructure. Then, which this administration has been adjudged to be one of the best in recent time. This administration is known for its efforts in 2021 to rehabilitate over 600 schools across the state. As I speak with you, in the space of 5 years or thereabout, about 1,000 or thereabout schools across Kwara State have been rehabilitated or renovated, as the case may be. So it shows we are doing exceptionally well in putting infrastructure in place. Before I came here, we released some photos about the ongoing construction of the prototype of the school that this government is looking to present to the people of Kwara State as what should constitute our public schools in the years to come. This one, the current one, is at government primary school at Adeta. I was there myself yesterday. If you see this building, how big, how spacious, the facilities are going to be there: toilets, library. In a primary school, toilets, library, digital learning centers, the digital learning board, and all of that. You will see that we are moving into a new wave, a new era entirely.
Modern.
That's by the way, that's to show that's our target. But what we met on ground, some schools that are domiciled across our local communities, even in the far-flung communities, whether in Chikanda, Baruti, Baruba, or Ilere, Oro, whatever, it's hard for anyone not to see the touches, the reach of the government in the last 3 years across these communities, which shows that we are making frantic efforts to ensure that we put infrastructure in place in our basic education system. And that informs why this administration made critical effort to access the UBEC fund from year 2013 up to year 2023, which was earlier neglected by the previous administration after they had diverted some sort of money they had accessed from UBEC between 2013 to 2019. So it shows us apart. Then, when you look away from infrastructure, you also look at policy. Okay, so you have beautiful classrooms, you have materials for. But what's your educational policy? What direction are you facing? Is it up to date? Kwara learned that this administration introduced. We were the third state in Nigeria after Edo and Lagos to have that in place in the whole of Nigeria. So it shows that we are not sloganeering, we are not mouthing change, we are showing it. You don't have to be known for mouthing change and sloganeering before you put things in place. So Easy does it slowly but steadily. We moved from putting infrastructure alone in place. We implemented that policy, which has now helped us to improve the learning outcomes, whether in the area of mathematics or English language or some other basic subject of our pupils in the state. And then you look at the issue of remuneration, decent remuneration, and other packages for your teachers. If you have good schools, you have policy in place, it's the people that it's some people that will implement them, right? That will implement this policy, work the system to follow the right direction. So you can't neglect them. You have to ensure that you do things that encourage them, that motivate them, that inspire them to do better in there. So that's what brings about efficiency and productivity. And this administration, by the glory of God, till today has not owed any teachers, whether at the basic suburb level or TESCOM, a single dime in 5 years. So as at the end of the month, we ensure that people will receive their salary. Some people will say it's not an achievement, but there are states that teachers are being held. And until you are involved or you are affected, you will know that to work somewhere and get your salary as and when due is indeed an achievement. Because if you are caught at the crossfire of a system or an organization that does not pay you, my sister, you go tell, body go tell person. But we are not doing that in Kwara, and that's even the stage one. That's basic. What about the promotion that we made on ground? For many, about 2015 or thereabout, some teachers at the suburb level weren't getting promoted. They were hold promotional areas. Some were due for promotion. The promotional exams were not done until we came on board. Both at the TESCOM and the suburb level, the people of Kwara State that are listening, we testify to the fact that this administration has done what perhaps none has ever done in our history. We cleared the promotional areas that we made, and we are ensuring that we are up to date in giving teachers their promotion. As and when you have this in place, you pay their salary, you ensure they get promoted as and when due, and you are cash backing it. It's also another issue to do promotional exam and not cash back it. We are proven to be different in that regard. And I don't know if you have caught the trend, but we have heard from some people saying that with the way our basic education system in Kwara is going, that some private people, some citizens who had put their wards in private school have been making efforts to put them back in public schools because they see the progress and improvement the public schools are now making with regards to teaching pupils quality education and sound morals in the state. So we know this is not the end. We are making effort, and which informs the new recruitment that is in place. But we want to urge the people of Kwara State to allow the process to flow naturally. When you have reforms or you are trying to do things differently, there are some challenges. In Development Palace, they will say resistance, that there will be resistance. I say, imagine when we wanted to bring in Kwara land and to give tablet to people. Some say, they want to take job from us, want to collect our job. They are trying to be harsh. They say we should, and all of that. But at the end of the day, the state is better for it. Like we have in this recruitment process now, pressures have started mounting. That you said you want to do it credibly. Is a way not to give us. No, the government is not trying to give slot or anything.
It's on merit, based on merit.
What we want to do is a merit-based, transparent process. Let the public officers breathe. Let the administration rest. Let them follow the right way in this recruitment so that we can yield the benefit of having the quality education in place. We have started the pace. We are getting known at the national stage as the team to beat in any national debate. But it costs nothing for you to backslide. If you don't maintain the standard or you do better to get, you can drop back to the mediocre stage. The reason why we have the best and the extraordinary is effort. It's the process they have and the efforts they put in place. So let's follow this recruitment process. Let's support the government. In fact, support Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak in its efforts to totally rebuild our basic education system and put it on the map for good. He has started, he's doing well. we encourage our people to support him more, so that at the end of the day, we enjoy the dividend of democracy that we all wish for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And just very quickly, just a minute now, Jared, what changes should the student and parent expect in the coming months? Seeing the recruitment process and the changes, the modernization, should I say, of the education system. Just a minute. What should they expect?
When you have quality teachers in place, when they are properly remunerated, when the policy is being implemented, what you have are pupils that are graduating with sound and quality education and morals. So this is what we want Kwara State to be known for. The state where we are producing leaders that are going to turn over the pace and the structure of the world positively. We want to produce engineers, we want to produce astrologers, we want to produce doctors, we want to produce the best of the best from this state. And that's what the government can give us, education. Government cannot continue to give everybody money or to start doing agbada all around. All we can give everyone, what you can get from the common patrimony of the state is education. And that's what the government, this governor, Malam Abraham Abrazak, is promising to the people of Kwara State. So we are very sure, we have been doing it, people have been getting results. They will see more of it after we also get these new teachers that we are recruiting. Kwara State education system will be the best in the whole of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Ibraheem Abdullateef Akolu, the Senior Special Assistant to Kwara Governor on Communication. And that's where we wrap it up on Kwara Today for this edition. Thank you very much again for honoring this visit to us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Okay, thank you for sharing. He shed the light on the ongoing teacher recruitment process and the government's efforts in improving education in Kwara State. And we hope today's conversation has given you better insight into what's happening and what to expect. Remember, staying informed is key to holding our leaders accountable and contributing to the development of our state. Join us again next week for more discussions that bring governance closer to you on Kwara Today. Until then, stay tuned on Flow FM 92.7, your Go with the Flow radio station. My name is Lighton Johnson.
Tell me, celebrating harmony, shaping the future. Celebrating harmony, shaping the future. Ibraheem be. If we stay together, we can make it better. If you love your brother and love your sister, we're rich and poor. We're hoping for more. We got natural resources.